right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Um, there is an information um, I want to send across. I want us to just critically and technically analyze this very scenario. A Fulani man went to a farmer's farmland, made lots of destruction by grazing on a farmland that doesn't belong to you. Now, I want us to analyze this first. This has become a political issue in Nigeria. Unsolvable. I don't want to mention anything, I don't want to mention it. But let's just see this the way it should be in accordance with the law. First, for Fulanis to take advantage of a farmland, first, they have failed on that part. You don't go to someone's farmland and use it for your grazing land. Government should provide a grazing land for all Fulanis. This is the way a functionable government does. You all gonna see the video. You're going to see it. I'm going to post it, and you will hear the story. A Fulani man went to a farmer's land, made a grazing land with it, fed the cow. Now, unfortunately, the man that owns the land came in and saw what is happening in the farm. Along the line, a Fulani man tried to stab the man. Or he has already stabbed. I don't know, but you have to watch the video and listen properly. And the man retaliated with the same knife and stabbed the man to death. First, a Fulani man. I want us to analyze this. A Fulani man went to someone's farmland which doesn't belong to you just for grazing. You value human life, you value cow life than human life. Now, you went to a farmer's land to use it for grazing. How does it sound to you? Does it sound okay? Why should you go to farmer's land? There are a lot of bushes out there you can use for grazing. Now the man came in along the process because he must be upset, he must be annoyed. It's unfair. Why should you take your cows on a grazing to someone's farmland? It's improper. And this has become a problem we have in Nigeria. Now you failed it. Going to someone's land for grazing. Number one bullet. The man came along the line, you tried to stab the man. Number two. I don't know if under Constitution of Nigeria, Fulanis are allowed to take weapons across. I don't know where it is written in the Constitution. Because if that we are not in the Constitution, now, who gave them the power to take weapons along for grazing? It's improper. It's uncalled for. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Taking weapons along for grazing. No. Now, you are trying to stab. Why? You are the cause of the problem. Is it stabbing should be the best thing to do or to tender an apology? the man retaliated as a result of what? Self-defense. Self-defense. He must defend himself. Now, within this truth now, because he stabbed the man to death, the Fulani man, it now become a legal issue. Whereas Fulanis kill, rape, do all sorts of things to Nigerian citizens, it has not become a legal problem or legal matter. I just want us to analyze this. This is what happens when, for example, when the chief of staff wanted to travel to Canada. This is what happens. The international community is just watching that, looking at us. And when the politician will try to travel and they will deny him, or if it is not even happening, at some point, Nigerian politicians will stop flying our blood. Because this is an international crime. Yes. This is self-defense. It's a case of self-defense. Let's see it this way. If it happens that the Fulani man were the one who stabbed the man, do you think this case will be taken anywhere? Whereas we have seen what Fulanis has been doing at Enugu State, nothing has been done to them. Nothing, absolutely nothing has been done to them. We have seen several cases. They massively slaughtered people in Benue State until today. What has the government done about it? Nothing. Now, why should it be the case of this man? Why? I don't want to say it all. Just watch the video and see it, judge, interpret, and analyze it for yourself. This is why, if we continue to receive international insult, we'll be thinking that it's hatred. No, it's not hatred. They are looking at us. We are not practicing democracy. This is not democracy. First, Fulani should not even invade into someone's land. What more? There should be a provision for grazing land for them. For example, Fulanis are not, would I say, they don't base in southeastern part. First, they don't base in there. So if there should be, let's say, a provision for grazing land, I think the whole of lands at northern part is okay for them. They don't need to extend their grazing land to western side. No. Or southeastern part. No. Only the north. North has a massive land mass. Acres of land in numbers. So why should they extend their grazing journey to any other part in Nigeria? Knowing the fact that cow can destroy, they are not human that can hear. They are being controlled by another person, by someone, by an individual. And when an individual gets tired, tell me what will happen. Probably these people may not, the intention may not be to allow the cows to destroy farms. But when they get tired, because they are human beings, they are not machineries, when they get tired, the cow can do another thing. You're just controlling them. You are trying to control the excesses, but they are doing them. So that will make the federal government to map out a grazing land for them at the northern part, not at the southeast or midwestern part. The west, I don't know, depending the case. They should stop extending their grazing land to different parts of Nigeria. It's causing a lot of problem. It's really causing a lot of problem. Just watch the video and tell me at the comment section what you think should be the solution, or government should have done, or is it this trial that is the best way to settle it? Tell me your own comments I've made my view. That is my opinion. Tell me your own opinion. Thank you. Peace and love. Beyond us.
In his 30s is facing death. Sunday Jackson, a former Nigeria in his early 30s, today upheld the judgment of a lower Nigeria Supreme Court. Today Jackson upheld the judgment of a lower who says he was violently attacked. Mr. Jackson was a student turned farmer who says he was violently government area in Adamawa State. Kodumfi Forest in the Newman local government area in Adamawa State by a strayed into Mr. Jackson's farm with his animals. And after Mr. Jackson challenged him, he apparently pulled a knife and a fight ensued. After Mr. Jackson challenged him, he apparently pulled a knife and a fight ensued. And to stab his attacker in the neck, whereupon he managed to retrieve the knife Jackson was arrested and charged in the neck, whereupon he consistently argued that Jackson was arrested and charged in 2021. Consistently argued that it was self-defense and condemned to death by hanging. He was found guilty by a court in Yola and condemned to death by hanging. So he's now in a race for his life. The only option left is to appeal for clemency from the governor of Adamawa State. The only option left is to appeal for clemency from the governor of Adamawa State. So what hope does he now have? Well, on this case, I'm joined now in the studio by a member of his defense team, the U.S.-based human rights lawyer, Emmanuel Ogebe, and by Dr. William Terrence human rights lawyer, American human rights and by Dr. William Terrence Mr. Jackson. Gentlemen, thank you very much human rights leader coming in. Let me start with you, Emmanuel. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Give us the background to this case. Let me start with you, Emmanuel. Just briefly, Jackson, give us the background to this case.
Yes, so this is really a Sunday
Jackson ending up on death row.
And the right
yes,
so this is really a sad Nigerians already have to provide their own security, the right to infrastructure, and now they can't even defend themselves without being infrastructure. And I think now they can't even defend themselves without being sentenced to death. And I think in February all of 2021, this very unfortunate we read in the news about Jackson's death sentence just as we're coming into Nigeria. So read in the news about Jackson's death sentence just as we're coming into Nigeria. So he was so poor that it was legal aid council his counsel that helped him. He was so poor that it was legal aid council and on the spot. And in so that I initial review, a copy of the judgment, I saw that there was a 167 in that initial review day lapse. I saw that there was a 167 and day lapse. Now our constitution specifically says it has to be within 90 days. Now our constitution specifically says it has to be within 90 days. That shows you the quality. Now the legal representation council hadn't even found it. That shows you the quality. Mr. Johnson has failed at every possible level. So Mr. Johnson Jackson has been failed at every possible level by the system. Well, so here's the thing. So I was initially working with the legal aid council. So here's the thing. So I was initially working with back to the U.S. When I came back, to prepare an appeal, I traveled back to the U.S. And when I came back, a group that I'm affiliated with had taken over. And a group that I'm affiliated with. I reached out to him, taking over, drew his attention to this fact. And he also reached out to other facts, drew his attention to this. Threw them all in. And he also had marshaled other facts. Despite everything, and the case is so clear because the sad thing is, retrieved the knife of his attacker. And the case is so clear because this man knife retrieved the knife of his attacker. So it wasn't his own dentist today about this. But one thing that really stands out to me is what happened to the charge of manslaughter. And a dentist said to me, at the very what happened to the charge of manslaughter, it would be manslaughter. He did not know that charge before that day. He couldn't have premeditated. It would be manslaughter. And he did not know that charge before that. This is one of those cases that when it was brought by the police to the DPP, I believe that this is one of those cases that when it was brought by the police to the DPP, should have killed this case. The director of public prosecution. And now he's sentenced to death. He's exhausted this case. All legal channels and he's awaiting execution. And now he's sentenced to death. He's exhausted. How did you get involved in all legal channels?
Yeah, well, Barrister Emmanuel and I have been working for a number of years here in Nigeria on human rights issues. Emmanuel and I have been working for a number of years here in Nigeria and human rights issues. And this is a sad day, Charles, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm a human rights advocate. Sunday Jackson and I'm not anyone's estimation, human rights totally Sunday Jackson, and the issue by anyone's estimation was out farming, minding his own business, and the issue where this attacker was out farming, minding his own struggle ensued, and then of course this man is going to defend himself. That's why we call it self-defense. And of course this man is going to defend himself. That's why we call it self-defense. Nigerian Supreme Court, and yet it was very brief. It was only about maybe 2 minutes long. And it was very brief. It was only about maybe 2 minutes long of the Nigerian Supreme Court to say that this man, and they had the opportunity of the Nigerian Supreme Court was totally innocent. We haven't seen all the ins and outs of this man was totally innocent. We haven't seen all the ins and outs of the decision. This young man who unfortunately his wife abandoned him, this young man who unfortunately his wife abandoned him. Sunday Jackson has now become an international case for human rights. Sunday Jackson is now going to continue to have an international case for human rights. So we're going to continue to have the international dimensions are Open Doors, which is a human rights organization. Well, the international dimensions are Open Doors, thousands of human rights organization has recounted that there have been thousands of killings. Human rights advocate, and as a pastor, I'm here to advocate for human rights advocate, and as a pastor, I'm here to advocate for implications. Man who is totally innocent. Human rights advocates are now on Nigeria. The eyes of human rights advocates are now on Nigeria. Like how could this happen? Earlier, manslaughter at least by anyone's estimation, as Barrister said earlier, manslaughter at least because if we can't get clemency for him, he's being convicted. To be premeditated hanging if we can't get clemency for him. It has to be premeditated. That didn't pop up. What justice on the Nigerian Supreme Court? This is a case of self-defense, and this man is totally to him or her. We encourage people to continue to pray for Sunday Jackson and his innocence. We encourage people to continue to pray for Sunday Jackson and his innocence.
Emmanuel, to convict Mr. Jackson solely on his confessional statement to convict Mr. Jackson solely on his confessional statement, no mitigating circumstances, and that was pretty much how the judge saw it. No mitigating circumstances, and that was pretty much how the judge saw it.
Yes, so he had a responsibility to arguing that now in the US we have stand your ground rules, which means you can defend yourself as much as you want. Now here, which means you can defend yourself as much as you should want. Instead of fight, now here you should. They're arguing that instead of fight,
in other words, after he overpowered you should retrieve the knife. In other words, after he overpowered
that is not accurate. I don't think
there was no further need to stab.
Yes, but to make that is someone accurate. I don't think that's imminent death. Required to make to someone who is facing all the massacres that have occurred. Now, he couldn't have known if there were more headsmen on their way to massacres that have occurred. He couldn't have known if there were more headsmen on their way to just stabbed him. He has seen reports of what these to reasonably assume that to fulfill the conditions of the law he needed to reasonably assume that to fulfill the conditions of the law he needed to flee.
A lot of Nigerian law, but nevertheless, do remember that a lot of Nigerian law is based on you go into somebody's house to rob them. And if I think it's different in America. If you go into somebody's house, you can actually shoot. I think it's different in America. If you did that in the UK, you can actually shoot.
Well, yes, but
if you did that in the UK, you'd be charged with
murder. The attacker brought the knife. But he overpowered him and took the knife. The issue is that after he was the attacker brought the knife, and this is why I have overpowered him and took the evidence shows that he was injured in the leg, and this is why I have a problem. And then you say that he should have run. So he was injured in the leg moment. And then you say that he should have run. Incapacitated so he was to even be able to run. Moment. I mean, the facts are not in doubt. This man did not die to even be able to run. I mean, the facts are not in doubt. This man did not die. The attack. But the circumstances was he attacked me, I was in fear for my life, and I fought back. But the circumstances was he attacked me, I was in fear for my life, and I fought back. I mean, even the prosecution admitted that the weapon belonged to the attacker. But I mean, even the prosecution admitted that the weapon belonged to the injuries he sustained. The evidence, he had scars on his body of the injuries he sustained.
Are you now in the process of trying to reach out to political leaders in Adamawa State? Are you now in the process of trying to reach out to political leaders in Adamawa State?
That's the only option. We are bringing out
that's the only option.
That's the only option. We are bringing out method, ability to be able to grant clemency to Mr. Sunday Jackson, who is totally innocent, to be able to grant clemency we are on a fast Sunday Jackson, to alert people that here's a man that you can stand up for from a human rights perspective, that be a hero today that you can stand up for from a human rites perspective, and be a hero today nobody in Nigeria on the issue of human rights. That's totally innocent. Stand up for this nobody. The Nigerian Sunday Jackson said today. That's totally innocent. So we're initiating and we're going Supreme Court said today.
And how much time
we're
has he actually
initiating
got?
and
well, we're
going
not sure what the timeline is.
And how much time has he actually got?
The level of we're not sure what the timeline is now. And I just illustrate the level of disappointment. And I couldn't make the call to say he's not going home, he's going to be killed. His children are ill. We've had to take care of them. His wife abandoned him. His children, even in this time, we've had to take care of them. His wife abandoned his family. And so even in this time, but I do want to make a quick point surrounded by his family. We're standing up not just for him, but I do want to make a quick point here about Islamic. The standing up not just for him, but for all of us have killed Islamic. The Fulani Muslims as well have killed, and many of them are foreigners. So we have a situation where foreigners come in, many of Nigerians are foreigners. So we have a situation where foreigners come in the northwest right now, like Kawura, and Nigerians is a Fulani terrorist group that was invited in the northwest right now, like Kawura, the terrorism of Boko Haram and terrorist group that was invited to the people they came to stop the terrorism of Boko Haram and under siege. And they're now killing the people they came to protect. Nigerian citizens on death row in Nigeria now for defending themselves against Fulani citizens than on death row in Nigeria now for defending themselves against Fulani than they are Fulani headsmen in Nigerian prisons. In death row.
So no idea how much time he's actually got. No idea how much period that allows actually got clemency. Something that there must be.
Well, the court did not issue their opinion today, and they said not till next week. Well, the court did not issue their opinion today, and they said not till next week. So we're on a fast track.
They had 30 judgments. That's why they said they couldn't meet everything. They had 30 judgments. So all we had was, so they said they couldn't meet everything, and so just give the conclusions. So all we had was the death row case in Indonesia that we won.
I'm going to come to that in a minute because we're fast running out of time. I mean, I'm going to come to that in a minute because we're fast running out of time. I mean, he's been in prison for 10 years.
Well, we saw February 19th, 2021. We went to Yola and we actually had access to visit with him in 2021. We went to Yola. So here's a man that has had access to visit with simply because he was trying to defend himself and defend his family and everything simply because he was trying to defend himself and defend his family and defend Sunday Jackson know that there may be 20 other Fulanis that are coming right behind this gentleman. Sunday Jackson know that there may be 20 other Fulanis that are coming right behind this gentleman in prison for 10 years, losing your family, losing your children, losing your wife for 10 years. I mean, the man is crushed, losing your children. That's why your wife. We are going to continue to advocate for the innocence of Sunday Jackson.
And Emmanuel,
we are going to continue to advocate for the innocence of Sunday Jackson.
And Emmanuel, you were talking about Tell us about that case in Indonesia where you govern Nigeria across the world. Or tell us about that case how that contrasts with what happened here in Nigeria.
Yes, so that was a fascinating case. It's definitely one of the most complex cases. So that was a fascinating case. It's definitely one of the most complex cases. Convicted under the identity of Emmanuel Ihejirika, the gentleman, which wasn't his real name, convicted under the identity of Emmanuel Ihejirika, so he ended up, which wasn't his real identity, getting a passport wasn't his own crime, so he ended up by mistaken identity, and we had to getting a death sentence for crimes that he was not a Sierra Leonean, but a Nigerian, and we had to, and we couldn't get the data he was not a Sierra Leonean, but a Nigerian, and so, and we couldn't get the Nigerian from the NIS, so we had to conduct, and so a DNA test on Nigerian from services, so we had to conduct a DNA test on his brother, a DNA test on him in prison here in Abuja. And then we had to do a DNA test on him in prison. We had teams of lawyers working in Indonesia, Australia, Pakistan, and Malaysia, of lawyers working in Indonesia, Australia, Pakistan, and Malaysia. and then myself in the US. Supreme Court, and granted very fortunately for us, and he came the Indonesian Supreme Court from a country that is, the biggest Muslim country in the world. From a country that is, the biggest Muslim country in the world. Nigerians have a terrible reputation. There's a bit of racism in that country, and Nigerians have a terrible reputation. And he came back maybe about a year ago to Nigeria. All Nigerian free. The work and he came back maybe about a year ago. The counsel on this case did was the work fascinating. Sonia Koni, the counsel on this case did. This was a big fascinating to us. And about the timeline quickly, I was going to say this was a big shocker to us. And about the timeline quickly, I was going to say everything. It was in Indonesia. We came into the case after he had exhausted everything. He was awaiting execution. 27 days to his conviction, you have a right. I mean, to his execution, you have a right. 27 days to his conviction, you have a right. So we went around the world and we gathered our data. We had huge briefs. When we went around the world and we gathered our data. We submitted our appeal. When he was told he was going to, like a couple of years later, we submitted our appeal. Said, and a couple of years later, sentence. So in our case in Nigeria, we don't know the clock we're working with. But so in our case in Nigeria, we don't know the clock we're working with.
On a final word, he now essentially is in a race. On a final word,
he is in a race for his life. And this Indonesian case was a great day of celebration. He is in a race for his life. And this Indonesian case was a great day of celebration on Christmas Day of all things. So we're going to be with Sunday Jackson until the final lap of this. And we're going to be with Sunday Jackson until the final lap of this. And we are hoping to God that bring attention to Sunday Jackson. We ask others to pray, Charles, and thank you for bringing attention to Sunday Jackson.
We're very encouraged. Well, thank you for bringing that story to us, and we're very encouraged by the work that you do. Dr. William Terence Devlin is an American human rights leader who's been supporting Dr. William Terence Devlin is an Emmanuel Ogebe is a member who's been supporting Mr. Jackson, and of course Emmanuel Ogebe is a member of the defense team, and he's a US-based human rights lawyer. Thank you very much indeed to both of you.